Welcome to the Dream 100 Show, the epicenter of influence, collaboration, and exponential growth. You're about to discover the power of relationships. Dream 100 relationships. And you're one relationship away from a totally different business and life. This is your host, Michael Tasner.
What if I were to tell you that the way that you are leveraging AI today is completely wrong? In today's episode of the Dream 100 Show, I want to bring you back to the basics. I want to bring you back to marketing and AI 101. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to talk through not only how you can be really leveraging AI from a marketing standpoint, but more importantly, how AI is going to replace many things, not just on the marketing side, but all across your business. But when I've been studying what a lot of you are doing, so I love when you shoot me emails, you give me feedback, you say, hey, I've tried this, I've done that. And if I haven't said it in a while, my email, it's publicly available. It's just michael@d100.com. I welcome emails anytime. I respond to everything personally. But what I've been noticing is that a lot of you as a marketer, and I'm the same way, you chase the shiny object. You chase what is the latest and greatest tool, and you tool hop. Now, I can tell you that I have done the exact same thing. We moved our entire business a year ago to Microsoft because I was seeing all the amazing AI things with Copilot that they were doing, and I felt like that was a better option. And I can tell you that literally as of this second, we are migrating everything back to the Google atmosphere. For us, it was the wrong move. It overcomplicated things. The team was barely using all the so I had this kind of shiny object syndrome. Now, unfortunately, every day, every hour, there's a new AI tool that's coming out. It can do this, it can do that. One of the latest ones that came out that I do believe is the real deal is a tool called Manus. But when I start to look at how you're deploying AI in your marketing, so today is going to be a marketing-focused AI call, you're skipping all the 101 stuff. You're skipping the basics. So for me, your ground level, step one, is that I need you to size up every single thing from a marketing standpoint that is being done. Whether it's by you, your team, an agency, it's being done automatically. What is out there across all social media? If you've got a brick and mortar, I want you to essentially audit the marketing efforts, whether they're considered an effort or they're just stationary. The sign on the outside of your building is a marketing and advertising tool. The clothes that your team wears, if you have a jersey or a uniform or whatever, like that saying on the front or the back is considered marketing. How you answer the phone, every social media post that's going out there, the website, your email marketing, your Google business profile, like all those things, direct mail, everything you're doing. I need you to put everything that you're doing in one bucket so that you know where things are at. As a fellow entrepreneur, there are many days like today, I'll be completely raw and real. I came in today, I'm like, I feel like I don't know where half of the things are. What are the statuses of this, that, did that initiative start? I haven't seen those emails. Why is this webinar not done? Like I came in overwhelmed and not knowing where things were. And unfortunately, as entrepreneurs, you're having to not just be in the marketing aspect. Like you're probably more in the weeds on every aspect across the business than you would like to be. Now, thankfully, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about how you can leverage AI in accounting, other operations, systems, hiring, culture, all the other areas that can either replace or supplement. But step one is to get that understanding of everything that's currently happening. Step two, this one to me is a little more fun. What are all of those things that you know that you should be doing? The Dream 100, for example, being one of those. What are all the things that you've read in books, that you've learned from this podcast, that you're like, yeah, I definitely should be doing that. I need to know all of them. So you've got a list of everything that's currently happening, and then you've got a list of all the things that you are supposed to be doing or that you feel you should be doing. I would call those the perhaps list. Now, what I'm looking for you to do is to try and laser in on some of the lowest hanging fruit that we can now start to move and accelerate leveraging AI. But for me, what I have realized when I'm looking at a lot of people jump to the fun stuff. They want to use a tool like HeyGen and 11 Labs to clone their voice, clone their avatar. Now you've got 1,000 talking head videos out there. But where I am seeing the bigger opportunity to start is going back to the basics with a tool like ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, and feeding it as much stuff as humanly possible. The more technical term than feeding is training. The reason that most of you, when you go to leverage AI tools that either give you content or business feedback. So I talked to ChatGPT for probably about 2.5 hours on my ride on Saturday to a wedding and back from a wedding. Wasn't in my backyard, so I'm like, well, let's have a conversation. Probably my favorite tool as of right now. I wouldn't even say probably. It is. Like, I legitimately feel like I am talking to a business coach or consultant on the other side. It's unreal to me. But why is it able to give me such clear and concise feedback? Because I spent a week or two and then have continued to train it. So what I want you to do as a 101 level, regardless of what business you're in, I want you to load in your employee handbooks, emails you send to clients or prospects, proposals that go out the door, sales letters. I want you to load in everything, brand guides, everything that you possibly have into a tool like ChatGPT so that it can actually get to know who you are, who your brand is, and have a baseline understanding. Most people feel like you have to write amazing prompts, like this whole concept of prompt engineering. You know, the easiest way to write a better prompt is to actually go to the tool and say, I'm trying to have you give me some great content for social media. What is the best prompt that I should write to feed to you? Let the tool give you the prompt. You don't need to be a prompt engineer. Literally, let the tool do it. So my step one, after you've gathered everything that you've been doing, you've got another pile over here of all the things that you want to do. I want you to pause for a week and train and feed and load in content into a tool like ChatGPT. So that as you then move to this next step, it's going to be able to give you much better outputs than if you were to walk into it and say, give me 100 social media posts for my landscaping business. Give me 100 posts about skincare because I have a e-commerce skincare company. It needs to be trained first. Number two, I want you to look at one of the areas either that you're currently doing or not doing that involves content. Content is the easiest way to start to get into a better rhythm. It's the free way to get stuff out to the universe. Before we start investing a lot of money in other marketing tactics, go for the lower hanging fruit. So most of you, when I look at your content strategies, your content game is terrible. The amount of content you're putting out there is child's play. If you now know that you've got a tool that's trained on your brand, you're going to give it a prompt like, act as the social media manager at my company. Give me 25 posts that I can make on Facebook that are entertaining, fun, educational, and I want a third of those to have strict calls to actions for X. Hit go, boom, done. As you see the content, feed it some feedback back to it. That was a play on words. Feed it back some feedback. I love these 3 posts. I hate these. Give me more of this, less of that. Give it a little bit of information. Then have it 10x what it just gave you. Great. So now we've aligned on 10 posts. Give me 100. Now you've got 100 social media posts that you can take one of those content areas, whether it's X or Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, you can now 10x what you've been doing to instantly start to get more brand exposure, more free eyeballs. You're then going to combine that with a tool like Dolly, like Midjourney, or the easiest of all these to use is Canva, to where it's going to create you some stunning visuals that can go with those posts. And it's the same kind of thing. You can leverage ChatGPT to give you the best prompts for giving you the images that you want. Hey, I'm using Midjourney. This is the social media post that we're going to be making. Can you give me prompts for every one of these so that I can get the best outputs? And you're going to feed it into these tools. So now that you've got social media posts in terms of the written content, and now you've got beautiful images to match. So, well, Michael, I'm already doing this. The piece that I am constantly seeing people skip is the training. Jump right into using the tool without training the tool. Think of these tools as another employee that's sitting in your office that needs a little bit of time and attention, but when you have them trained up, they can become unstoppable. They start to know your brand. They become your brand. All that I'm looking for you to do for this week is to audit all your marketing so you have a better handle, so that as we start to deploy some more advanced stuff in the coming weeks, you know what's out there. You know the things that you should be doing. So it's easier to take decisive action. Where I get paralyzed is when I've got too many ideas and too many things on my mind. Like right now, this week, I've got 150 different things on my mind. It's ridiculous. Too many. So when I've got my list kind of taken down and I know where things are, I can start to move the simple things quickly. Train one of these engines and focus over the next week on 5x, 2x, 10x your social media output. That's all that I'm looking for you to do first. Leveraging AI, so a content tool and an image tool to get more content out there. When that content starts to get out there, then we're going to push that data back into these tools so they can start to see what's working well, what's resonating, what's missing, and continue to produce better and better content. So now we've got one of our little tools, one of our little armies that we're then going to automate into an AI agent so that you've got a social media manager essentially on your staff that works 24/7 for you. Go back to the basics with AI before over the next couple of weeks we start talking about a lot more of the advanced stuff and some programming and advanced automations. Train the engines and focus on content first, and then we will add more and more layers. Get out there, take some action, get training of one of these engines. Michael Tasner signing off. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I'll see you next week.